Dead Draw Gaming. Like no one ever was.
How we doing? Ryan B. Hebert here at Madison Regionals for Top Cut alongside Trevor Rosberg. Trevor, how you doing?
Ready to go and see Jake Smith's team again? We got fake PG on that.
Woo! 2017 meta, hello? Did someone
Basically,
say that?
fake PG is back. Minus, your Arcanines and such, but
yeah, I miss it.
we got some of the core stuff, though. We've got the Porygon 2. We've got the Mudsdale coming back. Just a little bit of changes. Incineroar's now the new Arcanine, but...
Yes, yeah. Absolutely, Trevor. And, we're seeing this Chalk team run rampant in this regional. In fact, Brian was just running this very similar
Paul was
team
running
last
it in
round.
top 8. Then we saw Brian with it in top 4.
So, guys, I hope you're ready for a hype match because I know we are, but we just want to take a moment to say thank you to all the people that tuned in this weekend.
Yeah, everyone watching, though, absolutely thank you, though. It's really helpful to see all the viewers coming in.
Absolutely. I know that myself on Twitter and probably some of the other casters are going to be asking for critique and things after this tournament. So,
yeah, absolutely.
If you want to give some honest thoughts, constructive criticism, anything like that, please do. We accept it all. We also want to say thank you to Dead Draw Gaming. This includes Patrick Mond as well for hosting us here. This is an
Being
opportunity.
able to get this opportunity, absolutely wonderful.
Absolutely. So without further ado, everybody, let us get started with the match here. Our two...
We're just about to head into team preview.
Absolutely. Trevor, I am on the edge of my seat. I'm so excited. And here we are.
And here's team preview.
Woo! So if I am Paul Chua, what am I doing against this fake PG team right now?
Well, depending on how much information he just heard from the last round of Jake being able to play against the previous Chalk team, he might need to make some adaptations to be able to answer it.
Absolutely. I think, the best resource Jake has right now is that Kartana, as well as that Incineroar and Salamence.
The Salamance's absolutely wonderful.
Yes. It's really going to depend on, is Paul bringing that Feeny? Paul's already locked in as well. Jake taking his time, and both players have locked in, and we are getting ready to rev on and go.
Let's see just exactly what these players lead. If we're going to see the Mudsdale Finny that... Jake was definitely enjoying that lead, though.
Absolutely. Let's just comment in front of Kartanas all the time.
That was a risky play to be able to take that, but
you gotta risk it for the biscuit, Trevor. Come
absolutely.
on. Oh, and we see the Mudsdale Feeny.
Mudsdale Finny comes out. And King Crest coming out.
Kangaskhan can do this. I believe in it, Trevor. Misty Terrain being activated on the field right now. 2 solid leads from both players. What do you think, Trevor?
I can definitely see Fake Out coming out, but you cannot fake out that Mudsdale without giving it a +2 to that defense.
That is the big problem with stamina. Such a great ability on this Mudsdale, making this horse the highest horse we've ever seen.
As we do see Kang instantly retreating, possibly into a Kartana here. And there is the Kartana
there it is. That
out.
Kartana going to be applying a ton of pressure onto Jake's team. But
as we see Muddy Water immediately coming out, and it didn't look like there was a miss animation coming out.
Will we see an accuracy drop?
No, accuracy's coming off, and we see a Psychic immediately firing into that Tapu Fini, trying to get some damage.
Nice bit of damage into that Tapu Fini. Rock Slide coming out, barely doing anything to Paul's team. Paul's team just eating those Rock Slides like no tomorrow. You just gotta wonder, can Mudsdale put in the work here, or is he going to swap out potentially into an Incineroar or Salamence?
Yeah, definitely. Either one of these Intimidators can come in right now and just easily eat the attack coming from the Kartana if it's going for something like a Leaf Blade.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Trevor. I think that Jake needs to bring that Incineroar and Salamence, as he learned last game in round 3.
And as we did see, he is packing Flamethrower on that Salamence, and that can be an easy kill. Either one of them with the fire coverage to instantly take out that Kartana, as we do see Tapu Fini retreat instantly now.
And that Salamence coming in onto the field. It is now down to a question of who was Paul targeting with a Leaf Blade?
The other possibility is, was there an ice move coming out? And we do see that he gets the read.
Salamence just taking that Leaf
10%
Blade.
10% or so, as we see the Ice Beam double up into that, though.
And the first knockout.
That double up into that slot, definitely making sure that thing drops. As we do see a high horsepower coming out, weakening that Kartana.
I think Jake may be trying to get another crit here with those high horsepower.
I don't know if it's going to matter, though. You did get the Rock Slide, though, for the little bit of trip. It's going to be a really close call, though, on whether or not another high horsepower can kill that Kartana.
Absolutely. I think Paul Chua's double up into that slot was such a smart play. What do you think, Trevor?
Absolutely. As we do see Kartana hit the field again.
Kartana's both on the field right now. Obviously, Jake's Kartana more health than Paul Chua's Kartana, but
And it is faster. Something to note is that Jake's is more offensive with that Grassy MZ that we've seen, as opposed to the Assault Vest that Paul Chua has been running.
you know, you just got to question who is doomed to be bloomed in this game.
Could possibly go right into this Cresselia here, or as we do see it go right away, that's probably going into that Cresselia, since you don't really want to be hitting the opposing Kartana with this. You'd rather just probably click Sacred Sword.
Yeah, that would be the safe play, I would argue. But you know, you've always got to wonder, could the Bloomdom go into Kartana just to get rid of it? Probably not. And there it is.
As we do see it go into Cresselia, and Cresselia has taken some chip damage. We'll see if that's enough, and it is enough.
Paul Chua's crit. I believe that was a crit.
That was a critical hit off the Z move.
Crit.
That
Pow.
might have mattered, though, in the end.
I believe it probably did matter, Trevor. That critical hit definitely bringing the
Leaf
doom.
Blade going into Mudsdale, and that only does around 60% to a Mudsdale.
Yeah, and that stamina boost is going to make it a little bit harder for that Kartana to even Leaf Blade that
As we see
Mudsdale
high
again.
horsepower come out, and that picks up another
Ooh,
kill.
another knockout from Jake Smith. That is 2 Pokemon down for the count.
And we do know that Kangaskhan's in the back.
Ooh, Kang is returning. The Kang has returned. Can it pull out the win?
Depends what else there is, though. There might be a Heatran, there might be a Finny in the back. If that's Tapu Fini in the back, though, you're definitely scared of that Kartana.
Absolutely, Trevor. And we have the
do
Tapu
see Tapu
Fini
Fini, though,
coming onto the
here.
field. That Kartana going to be applying a ton of pressure, but not until that fake out has been resolved after this turn.
Yeah, we do know that there is going to most likely be a fake out into the Kartana to be able to just deny it from being able to move. But
You got to wonder, with that Salamence being gone, not being able to apply fake intimidate pressure onto that Kangaskhan is able to just freely hit things for a lot of damage in this.
definitely, but we do know that the Tapu Fini is in the back for Jake.
Yeah.
And we will have a Tapu Fini versus Tapu Fini, and both of them have shown that they're both going to be the Calm Mind variant with the berry, that we can definitely slow things down once these other physical attackers are off the field.
Detect coming out from that Kartana, and we see the attack into that Mudsdale.
However, it hangs on, and there's going to be a little surprise popping up here.
Oh boy, we got the berry. Looks like Mudsdale's going to be living on another day.
As we see more stamina's going, this thing's at +3 now.
I wouldn't want to go against that horse, I'm telling you right now.
Now, let's see, we see the muddy, or that's a
The
Calm
Calm
Mind.
Mind coming out from Paul Chua. I'd say that play right there could pay off late game if that Kartana's not going to be targeting into that Fini.
But however, let's see just what we go for. We go for the Rock Slide to get a little bit of chip on both Pokemon.
It's chip damage like that, Trevor, that pays off late game, I'm telling you.
Possibly that Leaf Blade now from +1 could even kill Kangaskhan.
You know, I'd say that's a fair play. That is a fair statement.
Definitely possible to happen here. However, we got to see just exactly who Jake's going to target now with this Leaf Blade if he's coming out.
We do have to watch out from that Sucker Punch from the Kangaskhan.
And there's
Yeah,
the
there
Sucker
it
Punch
is.
fired off, but there was no...
Was that a critical hit?
That was a critical
Wow.
hit, but there's no Protects coming off right now.
No.
And this thing's going right into it with the Sacred
And
Sword.
it
And
is
that's
enough.
a kill.
Wow. What a great play by Jake Smith there, getting rid of the Kang. The Kang has fallen.
Now, we've got one question is, if this thing's going for Moonblast into the Kartana, if this doesn't kill it at +1, it does kill it, though.
It is enough to kill that Kartana. We are going to see Fini v Fini with a
Mudsdale, though, is in the
Mudsdale.
back.
Ooh.
So, depending just what this is going to go for, though, we might see a Mudsdale go for a high horsepower, though.
Would be a fair play, I'd say, Trevor. Although I'd love to see a heavy slam from that Mudsdale.
That could possibly be packing Heavy Slam. We'll have to see exactly how much health that Tapu Fini is missing.
Absolutely.
As we do see, Jake brings back his Tapu Fini now.
Misty Terrain coming back onto the field.
Yep, no burns possibly coming out, but
No.
I don't know. I don't think either one's got a Scald sitting on these Tapu Finis. Both have shown Muddy Water, and I think their whole moveset.
If I'm thinking about game 2 right now, for both players here, I'm definitely bringing that Salamence for Jake. And I don't
Just
know
needs
about
to
you,
be
but
really careful and not get red, and because that Ice Beam into it definitely paid off. As we do see, Jake's is faster than Paul's, and
Yes.
it does get a Calm Mind up. So both of them are sitting at +1 special attack and special defense.
yeah, that Calm Mind may be paying off for Jake later on here with this Muddy Water. But will we see an accuracy drop? That could throw this game. Mudsdale going down to the Muddy Water didn't have a chance.
Not any chance at all here, but no drops on either of them. We've got +1 both Tapu Finis, but Jake's got a slight health advantage here.
Yeah, Jake does have the health advantage here. A Moonblast coming out from Jake's Tapu Fini into this Paul Chua's Fini. Probably the safest call, I would say.
That or just, we could just keep boosting otherwise, but we do see Jake go on the offense here and fire off the Moonblast, and that's not enough to pick up a kill, and there's the first berry out of these Finis.
There is the berry on the Fini. Now, this is a great sign for Jake Smith here. Popping that berry, he knows that he can
As
start
we
attacking.
see that Paul does go for the boosting route here instead.
Wow. You know, I think that was a great play from Paul. You know, get that Calm Mind, have it pay off.
Try
in the
and
next few
boost up a
turns.
little bit more for maybe being able to clean it up on the other side, but if I'm Jake, you could still just keep firing off these Moonblasts, or you could even try and Calm Mind up yourself.
Here's my question. Does Paul Chua Calm Mind again? Just calling that Jake is going to attack again.
As we see Jake now go for the Calm Mind.
Is this
So,
going to be a battle of Calm Minds?
It most likely will be coming up here. As we do see what Paul goes for, and Paul's going for the Moonblast now. See if there is a special attack drop, and there is.
Oh, that is devastating for Jake Smith. An attack drop
Absolutely,
on a Tapu
and
Fini.
it is not in berry range right now.
This is very dangerous for Jake Smith. Could he put up the Calm Mind to potentially try to pop that berry?
I believe he might be going for a Calm Mind here, just to play it safe and make sure that there's no way that this Moonblast can kill it here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and he's going for it. Can he survive the Moonblast? Everyone press F. No crits. We don't want any crits. No crits. No crits.
If there is a crit here, this game is over and Paul wins it. But Paul firing off the Moonblast into Jake's Tapu Fini.
And it is enough.
It does kill it, though,
Yeah,
barely,
it is enough.
even with another stage of special defense.
Wow. Well, such a great round from both of those players. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Paul being able to pull that back, though, with the Tapu Fini.
Yes.
I was not expecting it to be able to, but he barely got the rolls correct to stay out of that berry range.
Jake being challenged with this chalk team a little bit more than the previous round with Brian. I think the thing that Jake has to remember is that Paul Chua knows how to play a late game. He knows how to play it well, and he knows how to have it pay off for him in the later rounds.
I think if you're Jake going into this next round, I think the two of them might bring the same exact teams. I think they were both very safe, but you've got to really be careful with that Salamence. The Cresselia Ice Beam as opposed to Icy Wind definitely pays off being able to get that damage.
It really did, Trevor, and that I think that early game double target predicting, or just double targeting into that slot really hurt Jake. Losing that Salamence early game. I mean, if that double edge had come in at any part in the game, would have made the difference.
Absolutely, a double edge, even just a hyper voice, any damage could have easily helped Jake to win that game. But losing that Salamence right away definitely hurt.
Yes, if I am Jake game 2, I am trying to preserve my Salamence as much as possible. Now, we've seen the Fini Mudsdale lead work, but I think we just saw it sort of do not so great. If I'm Paul right now, I'm probably going to lead Kartana. If I was Jake, I'd probably lead Salamence or Incineroar.
I think the Intimidate right away could help, assuming that there might be a Kangaskhan coming on the other side.
Absolutely.
Just to fire off the Intimidate instantly, but if you're on Paul's side, I think you might still go with that Cresselia, showing that it does have Ice Beam as opposed to Icy Wind, a much more offensive Cresselia.
Yeah.
We got to see exactly what comes out, though.
Absolutely, Trevor. The thing that we've seen that's a little bit different with this Cresselia as opposed to other Cresselias in this tournament is that Ice Beam, Psychic, Psychium Z, offensive Cresselia is not something that we commonly see, so it's players in the top cut like this that make tiny tweaks to their teams. That is the reason why they are in top cut.
Absolutely, and we see the Mudsdale Kartana lead against Landorus and Cresselia.
Landorus Crest starting out here, getting that Intimidate off onto Jake Smith's Kartana and Mudsdale.
Both of them not enjoying that Intimidate.
Not at all, Trevor. Not at all. And that Cresselia comfortably sitting on the field, really with no threats.
Yeah, we know that thing has Psychium Z. It also is carrying Hidden Power Fire that can just go right into that Kartana slot.
Absolutely. The thing is here is Jake going to switch out into something such as maybe Tapu Fini, so it can take a comfortable possible HP Fire or even a Shattered Psyche.
It's definitely something it doesn't want to eat too much, though. The Shattered Psyche definitely going to do damage, though, to it, but I don't know what you really have to swap in if it is going for Shattered Psyche.
I'm afraid that there's going to be a possible Salamence switch in for that Kartana, and then just have a double target. But we see the Landorus swap out here into the
opposing
Kartana.
Kartana, yep.
Okay, will we see the Ice Beam into the Kartana possibly? No, we see Detect coming out.
So trying to maybe just not take anything, as we do see a move fired off in that slot. Possibly
Yeah.
Ice Beam, possibly Hidden Power. So we do see Heavy Slam.
being revealed here. Would have been a crucial move against that Tapu Fini in Game 1. Probably wanting to conserve it for the later rounds.
Yeah, just no damage though into that Kartana slot.
Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, the thing about Jake Smith you have to respect is the amount of chip damage that he does, it adds up over time. Chip
Absolutely.
damage will
Chip
chip away
damage
at
does
you
matter.
and knock you down.
As we see Kartana swapping out now.
Into the
Firing in the
Incineroar.
Incineroar, a
First time
very
I think,
good swap
First
here.
time we've seen this Incineroar on stream from Jake. Going to be a very nice Pokemon to have on the field right now.
Absolutely. The only thing that might be coming into it could be a Sacred Sword, though. As we see Leaf Blade. Yeah, Leaf Blade's doing no damage after you intimidate back. And we see Ice Beam going in there as well. A very good mix-up as opposed to the Salamence.
Yeah, that was a really great change from Jake Smith. And that high horsepower going into that Kartana again, doing some more chip damage, bringing it to almost half its health.
Yeah, the big thing, though, is that Intimidate. Last time we saw the high horsepower is doing around 45%. Now you're only doing around 30.
Yeah, that's really going to hurt this Mudsdale. If I was Jake, I'd probably not want to keep in that Mudsdale for too long, but we see the Kartana switch out into, is it the Landorus? It is the Landorus getting that Intimidate drop again on the Mudsdale and onto Incineroar.
However, we might see Mudsdale swapping out here as well.
You know, I would say that would be...
As we do see
there
Mudsdale
it is.
come out.
There it goes. What are we swapping
And
into?
Kartana comes back in.
And that is a non-intimidated Kartana as well, so it's going to be applying pressure to
And
that
it
Landorus.
has a Bloom Doom as well. As we see Hidden Power Fire going into the
slot,
Kartana.
knocking out Kartana.
That instantly kills that thing.
Wow. You just have to wonder...
What a read.
Yeah, that read from Paul Chua, godlike. Godlike read.
Instantly dropping that Kartana,
Yeah.
which he needs to be able to fire off the Grassy MZs.
Jake Smith might be in a bit of trouble here because that Kartana was something he needed to possibly win this
Yeah,
game.
he definitely needed that Kartana to be able to help out that late game situation.
Absolutely, but you know what? Let's not count it out yet. Tapu Fini coming onto the field. It's going to apply pressure into that
He can
Landorus.
go for some Calm Minds, but
Absolutely.
depending what Paul's got on this, we could see Rock Slides coming out now, going for the flinch game.
Yeah, you know, you got to be afraid of those rock slides because RNGesus is fair and unfair at the same time, as we've said many times during this tournament. So you just got to wonder, what is the play with Cresselia, though? Are we swapping that out? Are we staying in?
I don't know if you even need to move that Cresselia. You've got that Psyche MZ still that you could be firing off into that Tapu Fini to chip it down.
Yeah, you are totally right. We're going to see the Incineroar swapping out into that Mudsdale. Wondering what's going into that Mudsdale and what's going to be happening.
Maybe trying to enjoy taking a Rock Slide, or as we see Earthquake fired off because the Levitate comes from Cresselia. So this Earthquake definitely going to do some damage, but Mudsdale does get its stamina up now.
Yeah, that Mudsdale stamina boost is definitely going to help it on the field right now. Tapu Fini going for that Calm Mind. Jake trying to get that late game setup with some early game risk here. Risking it for the biscuit, as we say, is what we got to do.
As we see the Psyche MZ firing off, most likely going to be into this Fini slot.
You know, I would say it could possibly... No,
I don't think they're trying to read into that Incineroar.
I don't know.
swapping
Paul's
out.
made some great reads so far. I wouldn't be surprised.
I think we've got the easiest hit, though, into this Tapu Fini. The Calm Mind trying to take...
Into the Mudsdale! Into the Mudsdale!
Incineroar slot.
Oh, boy. Okay. Paul, you are... I'm
Paul
hot.
just
I'm
went
getting hot. I'm
for
getting
a
hot.
Psyche MZ into an Incineroar.
Oh, my gosh. Did you just make that, Paul? Oh, my God. F for respect, chat. F for respect. Paul just made the call.
He just made the read.
Better
into
call
the Incineroar.
Paul. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my...
He has gone for a Hidden Power Fire into a Mudsdale and a Psyche MZ
Into an Incineroar. How do you make those calls, Trevor? How do
He's
you make
gotten
those
both
calls?
of those calls. This is why he's in the finals.
This is why Paul Chua is facing off against Jake Smith. Both 8-1, both playing top-tier teams.
From this situation, though, you've got your Kartana still. You've got your Landorus. This Cresselia has been putting in work. I don't know exactly how Jake can pull this one back from here.
You know, that is a fair statement. I gotta say, that Lander is applying so much pressure onto that
As we
Incineroar.
see another Earthquake fired off from this Choice Scarf Landorus. This Incineroar is not going to enjoy taking that hit at all.
Absolutely not. Will we see the berry, though?
Yep,
we
the
will.
berry is proccing here, but Now we can most likely assume that Paul's going to go for a Psychic into that Tapu Fini slot. However, not before the Muddy Water. We could see accuracy come into
We
effect.
could see accuracy drops here, Trevor. That would be amazing. But that Landorus just hanging on. Accuracy drop onto that Landorus. Not the one you want an accuracy drop on. I'll tell you that, Trevor.
We go for an Ice Beam into that slot. Maybe not going for a Psychic, or maybe reading that there would be a Protect from the Tapu Fini.
Yeah, Flare Blitz into that Crest. Barely hanging on for that Cresselia.
That Cresselia gets to live another turn now.
You know, the thing about this Chalk team that makes it so legendary is its ability to stay alive even in the most dire of circumstances. And as we can see here, you know, minor swapping from Paul Chua, Cresselia just taking everything from
Cresselia
Jake
showing
Smith.
how bulky that thing naturally is, and we see another Choice Scarf Earthquake firing
Yeah.
off.
I think it missed the Incineroar.
No, it doesn't. It does not affect the Cresselia. That's Levitate.
No, it missed the Incineroar, though. There was
The
a,
accuracy
it did.
drop.
Oh, wow. EQ miss? That's going to be big. That is going to be good. Do we see the knockoff from Incineroar? That would be
Tapu
huge.
Fini goes for another Muddy Water, being able to clean up these 2 kills.
Looks like RNGesus might be on Jake's side right now. 2 Pokemon
That
down.
Earthquake, being able to have that Incineroar live to be able to pressure out that Kartana.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
now we get to play these 50-50s, though. Is this Tapu Fini going to protect?
You know, that's a good question. And if Kang is in the back, then that's going to be a problem. And if Kartana is in the back, that's going to be an even bigger problem.
We do know that Kartana is in the back, and that will be coming out here soon, but we don't know who it's next to. The Tapu Fini in the
Fini.
back as well. Tapu Fini being most likely able to close out this game, though, with the Calm Mind and its berry still intact.
Absolutely. I think Paul Chua is going to go for the Calm Mind here because he can. And I think that Kartana is just going to try to attack the Incineroar as best as he
Yep.
can as well.
I think
Will we
you
see the Protect,
absolutely
though,
go
from
for-
Incineroar?
It might not be holding that protected.
Nope.
We see Sacred Sword fired off into Incineroar,
Yeah.
cleaning up that kill. And now you've got this Assault Vest, bulky Kartana staring down at Tapu Fini. I think you're pretty comfortable taking any hit that's
I
coming
think
out.
so, too. Oh, we see the Moonblast coming out into the Tapu Fini, doing a nice chunk of change.
Doing a good amount to it, as we see. Yep.
Yep.
Paul goes right for that Calm Mind, trying to boost up and match Jake's +1 Calm Mind.
And it looks like this game might be wrapping up. I think we might have a regional champion here.
We absolutely will be with this turn. As long as Paul Chua presses that Leaf Blade button over and over into this Tapu Fini, I don't see how Jake can pull this game out.
You know, I got to commend Jake on really trying to bring this fake PG team to this tournament, trying his
Absolutely.
best with it, because it was such a strategic and wonderful strategy last season. The players shake hands, folks, and we have it once and for all. Your regional champion, Paul Chua.
Paul Chua definitely taking this.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly from those two reads won him the game.
Wow. I mean, that's what makes Paul Chua, and yeah.
Those 2 reads were absolutely incredible. Like,
Absolutely.
they won the game for him.
Yes.
Right there. Game 2.
You know, it should be inscribed in the trophy, predicted to great calls, because
had he stayed in with that Incineroar, that's like he is doing nothing.
absolutely nothing.
Not affecting it because of the
absolutely
dark type.
nothing. And he
In fact,
predicted
he
that.
read that it swaps out, though. Absolutely incredible.
Your casters' minds have just been blown, okay?
Absolutely.
So, we're going to try our best to get Paul on stream. He did deny last time after top 8.
Top 8,
But
he
we're
did
going to
deny
see
it.
if the regional champion can get on stream. So we'll be right back in a few minutes, hopefully with Paul Chua. Stay tuned.
Stay right there.
How we doing? My name is Ryan B. Hebert alongside Patrick Mont and regional champion Paul Chua. I'm so sorry, Patrick. You're right
Patrick's
in front of me.
over there.
Trevor Rosberg.
Trevor Rosberg
Wow.
here.
Blip. Okay. That was a mess up. I'm so sorry, Trevor. I apologize.
Okay.
Paul Chua, how do you feel about the win, bud?
Feels pretty good. I never really thought I'd win one again, because I've had pretty bad regionals performances. First one, it was like X4, and one after that was like X3. Last week was actually the first time I ever got CP from regionals at X2, so I felt pretty proud of that. And this one's pretty good.
Fantastic. I know some of your Twitter friends have already started retweeting a tweet you made a little while ago that said that you wouldn't win a regional. What do you have to say about that?
I guess I was wrong. What else do I say?
It said that you had not won a regional or something this season, or that you weren't going to,
Yeah.
I believe. And
Yeah.
I believe that already popped up.
Yeah, I didn't really have any confidence in myself. This was kind of like a last minute thing to do, so come here. So
What were your thoughts on the Chalk team coming into this?
So last week I thought it was pretty good because I didn't think people would like be used to it. This week I thought people would be more prepared for it. That was definitely shown throughout the Swiss rounds because I felt like I had a really hard time this week compared to last week because I felt like everyone was more prepared for it.
Fantastic. Well, before we end off here, a couple things. Who would you say was the MVP of the Chalk team?
Probably, I'd say the Kangaskhan because it's like really bulky and it was able to just deal tons of damage and like the Sucker Punch put a lot of pressure on the opponent and that just helped me win like some games.
Fantastic. And would you like to give any shout-outs or say any thanks to anybody?
So usually I'd say no, but today I'll just give a shout out to everyone who supported me, and that's pretty much it. I'll just be unspecific because I don't want to make anyone feel bad.
Fantastic. Well, Paul, thank you so much and congratulations. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into the stream. Trevor, any last words?
That's Psyche MZ into an Incineroar slot.
Okay.
Well, folks, you heard it here last. Paul Chua, Regional Champion of Madison Regionals 2018. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.
Bye, everyone.